We have had some technical problems.
Hit it!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello, and thanks for rolling back to my podcast. I appreciate it. Today we're talking about something that's almost 20 years old. Back in November of 2001, my radio station was approached to help promote a small pro wrestling show in Paw Paw, Michigan. By the way, this match that I'm about to describe to you is on my YouTube channel. My brother actually videotaped it that night. The actual match is about 5 minutes long. Anyway, here was the deal. They were going to buy advertising, promote the show. We would run the spots, but they wanted us to be a little more involved, even more than that. They thought it would be cool to get our morning show involved. Of course, clients often want more for their money than just running commercials. It happens all the time. And we were known for doing wacky things, especially me. So the idea was to have a couple wrestlers call in, start some sort of a feud as they promoted the show. And the main guy that they picked was a little guy named Shorty Pimp, a midget wrestler. Now, I know some people don't like the word midget, but that's what they called themselves, and that's the word I'm using because it's my podcast. His name's Shorty Pimp. So there you go. He called in, talking shit out of the blue, and I responded, and boom, our match was all set up. Even though I had never wrestled, ever, before. I did love wrestling. To be specific, the NWA, World Championship Wrestling, which was on the Turner Superstation, TBS, back in the mid-'80s with Ric Flair, and the Four Horsemen, Tully and Arn, and Magnum TA, Dusty Rhodes, the Koloffs, Road Warriors for a while. It was awesome. We would watch it every Saturday night and then end up going out to the bar. That was our thing. Anyway, back to our match. We finally get it settled. I show up in Paw Paw, meet with the promoter. I think it was Jeff. The biggest name on the bill was the Iron Sheik. Also, Doink the Clown was on this particular card. I was not only going to be wrestling in the middle of this show, but was also the ring announcer that night. And so the Iron Sheik got into the ring, and he does this bit where he lifts these weird-looking weights. So I said a couple of sarcastic things about the Iron Sheik while he was in the ring, and he proceeded to call me every name in the book. You fucking asshole, you piece of shit. Da, da, da. It was awesome. So later on, it's time for my match. Me and Shorty Pimp had worked it out. It was actually a tag team match. Me and one of the guys who was in charge of this particular wrestling show. Some real skinny dude, I can't remember his name. You'll see him if you watch the video. I think his wrestling name was Talon. I was going to be the guy who got pinned for the win for Shorty Pimp. So we had it all worked out. Then in the middle of the match, I'm trying to get tagged in, right? I'm still waiting on the sidelines. I finally get in, immediately clothesline the other guy on Pimp's tag team. And I'm celebrating. And then Shorty Pimp attacks me from behind. You would have thought I would see it coming, but I did not. Anyway, he smacks me, kicks me a few times. Then he starts choking me. And this is where he changes the ending of the match. We had something all worked out. So as he's choking me, he's whispering to me, hey, I'm going to throw you off the rope, then you come at me and I'll body slam you. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, how is he going to body slam me? I was probably 230 pounds at this point. He's a freaking midget. I mean, he's Shorty Pimp. I get up after he's choking me, he throws me off the rope, and he body slams me. I, of course, if you watch the video, you will laugh. I help him out with the flip. It's all in slow motion. I watch it now and I laugh out loud 20 years later. So then he pins me, ends up rubbing his crotch in my face on his way to getting up. Then the two guys beat me up some more while I'm lying there. Finally, I get up, walk off, and my first and only pro wrestling event is over. I didn't get a belt. There was no post-match interview. I just go to the locker room and change. So I'm 0-1 as a wrestler, and I was pinned by the one and only Shorty Pimp. And before I did this podcast, I tried to find Shorty. I looked everywhere, couldn't find him. I can't remember his real name. I don't even know if I ever knew it. I was hoping to find some information on how long his career lasted after that, but no dice. God bless you, Shorty, wherever you are. Thanks a lot for listening. Don't forget, check that out on my YouTube page if you want a quick chuckle. I'll see you next time.